afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane. Master Propaganda Heroes like Defender of the Fatherland, off hitting exciting on 1 versus 1 on Hollow Inferno Winter. Between these, we got Caesar fighting for King and Country, the Commonwealth. Rolling out here with the 7th Armoured Division versus the West, we got Panzer and Angreifen fighting for Germany, Deutschland. The 21st Panzer Division here with Scavenge immediately chosen. He's got Panzerfusil, Jaeger and Infantry Bulletins versus Caesar's Special Weapons, Royal Engineer and Mobile Assault with double Infantry and a Sabre Bulletin there for Caesar. Angreifen setting out aggressively though here with the Sturmpanies leading the way into the snow, into the dark, while Caesar moves up aggressively here with his own section, sets up here in the compartment with the trench, which is going to make it difficult there for Angreifen to take him about even here. A sneaky and aggressive move there by Caesar. Very aggressive, very sneaky. And there you go. The Sturmpanies continue almost catching him by his own carve point right outside the base, with the Sturmpanies pursuing and forcing away the section before being able to finish off the sandbags and gets a kill there. So Angreifen is aiming for his own aggressive strategy. Kuhwagen arriving up here with the investigator trying to help counter Angreifen's Sturmpani. Rush with the Fulton moving down there. He's going to dig in around the other carve point there. This is certainly starting out to be a rather interesting match on several levels. Sturmpanies moving about. They'll probably soon discover the entrenched section there by the munitions point. We'll have to see how Angreifen reacts to that. More sandbags being attempted here and there. Moving northwards. So he's basically digging in around there while then trying to secure the north anyways, despite there being a section hanging about there. Feels... I'm not entirely sure what to feel about this actually. It could work out for Angreifen. The problem is with just decide to leave the trench hit there. It could put Angreifen under pressure. If it's just push out in the south, they might be able to draw him in. But then again, he feels like he might not want to just put in too much resources towards this. So it's a bit difficult to tell exactly what Angreifen is planning. There's apparently just popping back in here as well. Munitions that has been connected through the point here. Catching the West close to the Sturmpani there. So assault rifles riddling it with a few holes. And there goes heavy cover there ready as well. So things are a bit more difficult there for Angreifen. He might want to reconsider his overall posture here against Caesar. But there you go, Caesar's University moves hit, taking further hits from the assault rifles, and he's using it to block the door there, the cheeky bastard, coming from the northern fuel. So now Angreifen's going to be ahead here of Caesar in terms of resources except munitions, and he's kind of trying to hunt down the University there, but at the same time he wants to deny the house, so he actually lost the University there. So we got Angreifen taking up, so he's going for a very early battle group headquarters. And there goes section abandoning the trench to move in here. He realizes he can't really continue with this situation because Angreifen's got a very good squeeze on him, if you will. Third section out there for Caesar and the 7th Armoured as it struggles to deal here with the Angreifen's devious assault and maneuver. So now we got the section caught between two squads here, while the squad here is also holding up the Sturmpani here between two other squads, while the focus remain on the carve point, unyielding, unmoving, like statues made out of German cloth and other bits. Fulton taking minor losses there. Sturmpani's pushed back, grabbing the northern victory point here. Section going for the southern fuel there. With the Fulton's counterattack here, will they continue to man their post? And there you go. Section moving to the Fulton's out in the open here. Section in the south might move to support here. We'll see. Fulton's taking the first loss though, despite being in heavy cover all along. The section there managed a few good hit. Sturmpani's almost make their way back. Battle group headquarters up there for Angreifen. Fulton continuing to pressure here. Overall, looks like Angreifen's little squeeze is beginning to fall apart pretty quickly. Sappers following up for Caesar. We'll have to see how Angreifen follows up on this with a universal carrier or a kidnap on the way there. He'll probably try and use that to counter the universal carrier, though he'll probably also use Panzerfausts. But trench on the carve point here. Caesar's having no more of that. No more. And there you go, gets in the trench, but he is rather in front of a lot of things. In theory, if you can get the battle group headquarters in time, you could pop an incendiary grenade into it, turning into a barbecue pit, which would rather, of course, render the trench a lot less useful. Meanwhile, troops reinforcing, no healing there. He could, of course, pop down the medical supplies here with the Sturmpanies. Instead, he's going for medics first, which will delay the Sturmpanies going back into the field here, which is actually, I feel, a bit of a strategic error by Angreifen. It basically concedes a large chunk of the map that he has to wait, with stuff like the Sturmpanies to get, fixed up in time. There you go, Barnham gun out off section almost wiped there. University almost down her, which might make it slightly work a bit better with the Sturmpanies. We'll have to see there, but there we go, got it. We should be quick to salvage it for extra fuel and munitions. Also, probably shouldn't be being back into the house and just lit on fire. Just a suggestion. Medics, they're done. Fulton's moving out. McKenna for shooting at the trench to destroy it. Fulton's bringing up here to grab the Universal Carrier and salvage it. Sniper for Caesar, he was going into mobile assault. He wants to be in the fence, but he doesn't want to sit about there with his thumbs up his arse, it seems. Section out, no, here was the Fulton's going to do shots fired. They're negative cover though, makes invasion targets. They are struggling to finish the sandbags here before they're taking too much damage. Not likely to get wiped, but they won't be able to hold the point. Up here, the Sapper pushing back, Fulton's forced away. Didn't manage to salvage it, unfortunately. Jaegers arriving here, though, for Angreifen. Some swifter infantry with a few marksman rifles. Sturmpanier is finally sending out here for Angreifen. Trench almost destroyed. And there goes Sam's being engaged here by Jaegers and the Kugelwagen Nährraketen going up. They're still important. There you go. Forced away, forced away. Can now try and salvage again here if he wants to. Or he might leave that to someone else. He still needs to destroy that trench, I think. And back here, Fulton's reinforcing healing. An MD-34 might also be a good idea. Section setting out. The sniper following up. And we got bolted section away for Caesar, strengthening his men at the front line. With more men scavenged from other divisions. Jaegers there scavenging away. Almost got that trench. Almost. Fulton's moving in. It's taking fire from the section side. Sniper fire takes up poor Ludwig though. Blowing out his brains quite explosively. In the south here, Fulton versus section. Brandhand Granada here is going to be necessary. He's going for assault rifles though, which means he does not have the munitions for the incendiary grenade here. So the section might be able to win that. Then again, it is slow on health, so the Fulton Grenadiers might have a chance there. Just might. Jaegers moving in there, one kill. Sturmpaniers moving down the section, trying to push for the cutoff point, but will find themselves cut off from that very endeavour as the Sturmpaniers roll into town. Jaegers with Kugelwagen there, sneak about. He might try and flank about. He hits Caesar around the cutoff points again. Swiftly outmaneuvering. Good work there by Angreifen. Sturmpaniers are never ready. Sniper hanging about there. He does not want to expose himself in front of the Jaegers. Oh dear, is Angreifen onto something? He's just repositioning. In this case, the sappers with flamethrowers might be the answer. So what will Angreifen going to do with all these heavy sections? Will it be MG-34s? Will it be a flak half-tack? I mean, that could also be an idea. Sappers, though forgotten in the middle of the snow, are quickly dispensed with, leaving only 2 men left. And that's certainly not going to be enough there to sort of really hold off the Germans for long. Sniper retreats, heading into the south there. And the Kettenwerfer destroys the sandbags there. Angreifen leaves no cover for Caesar, left undestroyed. And there goes second Jaeger squad arriving and ping right behind. He's going to go here for wiping the sappers. Section retreat as well. No flame for a drop, but that's a small relief here for Caesar. But he's certainly having a very rough start here. And Angreifen just made it a lot worse. They were wiping out the sappers. And again, now he's got a lot more infantry on the field. Caesar's only got 3. He's lost his Universal Carrier. He's got no support weapons. Angreifen, on the other hand, has got the Sturmpaniers, the Fulton Grenadiers, and the Jaeger supported by Kugelwagen and the Kettenwerfer. So right now, Angreifen really has got the initiative on the battlefield. He can choose where to fight, when to fight, how to fight, and he's certainly being quick about it. He's also laying down mines in the cover to ensure that Caesar can't use it. Well, he can use it, he's just going to lose some men in the process. Alright, that's going to be... Oh, good lord, they got Tom and Bob. Poor Bob. I don't even think that was his real name. He might have spotted the car, but even then he doesn't have any minesweepers. It doesn't matter. He might even forget it down the road. So right now, Caesar might want to consider the state of trying to fight into Angreifen's front here. Just basically move everything up north here and secure this half of the map instead. Try to force Angreifen into attacking him, because this sort of assault here I don't think is going to work out too well there for Caesar. I mean, Angreifen isn't too heavily dug in, but he's got a lot of Jaegers, which is going to make this a lot difficult to attack through. So, I mean, he could try and wear it down with sniper fire and whatnot, and so far it seems like Angreifen is going to slightly give way, but there's the argument he could just make a much swifter progress in the north there. Of course, he might also be planning here to pop in a commander squad all of a sudden, except not, he's going for the armoured car. Lightning for going away for Angreifen. He's also taking out. We'll have to see how that works out. But he's still intent on the area here again. He's sending a single or lone section up north to do work there, maybe hope to bait in some infantry, but he's still focusing intently on the south and the resources there. Sniper lands are good here on the Kugelwagen. Section rushing for the trench, but that could very quickly be filled with grenades here by the Jaegers. I say that could be quickly filled with grenades from the Jaegers. Nope, he's going for the sniper instead. Who retreats, and the Jaegers supposed to be exposed to more fire. Need to retreat down to one. Ah, he's going to still try the grenade. Ah, that feels a bit wasted. Both his Jaegers almost wiped out. Sturmpanier is the only thing left. That felt a bit wasted because he wanted to focus on the sniper. He got more mines down there. Good work. Grenade assault again. Whoa, this time way too far. That might have misclicked, and he lost the Jaeger squad here. So Caesar, despite everything, was able to actually punish Angreifen here, caused him some few heavier casualties, and caused him to waste quite a few munitions, actually. That's pretty good there for Caesar. Angreifen forces up north. They're also suffering hard as they try to launch an attack on the section here in heavy cover. Need to retreat. He's not paying attention, is he? He is not. There we go. Just in the nick of time, but still, these are some heavy casualties. Armoured car taking hits from the Kedneff, but the Kedneff needs to fall back. Kubelwagen also desperately needs to scavenge out of there. And the truck is setting up here, but might now risk getting destroyed in time here by Caesar. Kubelwagen down. Yeah, he's going to lose it, because as soon as Caesar sees it, he's going to rush the armoured car towards it most likely and try and destroy it. Or not. Yeah, there we go. And most of Caesar's himself are now back in his base. So he can't even match. There we go. He immediately cancels it, realizing his error there, so that's going to slow him down. Even if he was able to salvage most of the resources from the, upgrade itself, he still lost the resources he invested into the truck itself. So he's short 100 manpower and 15 fuel, just like that. Section taking minor losses. Caesar once more back in trying to reclaim his southern half here. And his remaining Jaeger squad is good to go. Folks going to jump past moving northwards to capture the northern fuel here. Caesar will probably not try to hold on to it. I mean, he's going to be under artillery fire, German heavy interest, so he's better off just trying to cut off as much air to elsewhere. Otherwise, we're not seeing a lot from Caesar's doctrine. We had the flamethrowers, but there's been no, say, advanced cover combat, no infiltration commandos. Sandbags on the munition point in the south. Sniper moving ahead there, 4 kills. Folks, they're using the Kubelwagen for cover. Angreifen will probably try and take up again soon enough. You might want to consider being a bit more careful in its placement. Church down, broken apart by explosives. Sabs moving up with flamethrowers, so we do have another flamethrower team out there for Caesar. Jaeger's pushed back here by the AC. Almost got the fuel there back. Caesar's unrelenting, and meanwhile he just keeps pressuring Angreifen here and there, which of course is what he's supposed to do. Sturm Pioneers halfway to victory 2, need to retreat soon, grabbing the northern victory point of the Kedneff. And then managing to move down to support the Sturm Pioneers, trying to occupy the AC, but more important the sappers as well. And they almost lost the Sturm Pioneers squad into retreat, and there go AC takes a hit from the Kedneff, and it's 88mm rocket. And so far it's killed more infantry than it's killed vehicles, which is sort of impressive. So what does those kill marks for? Guys, we shot. Oh, yeah. Haven't been a lot of vehicles or tanks about. Second Jaeger squad again, so Angreifen is insisting on those Jaegers. Another attempt to take up there as well for the German army. The 21st Panzer Division. Line for gun continues to blast away there, push back the section. Machine gun out here for Caesar to make it a bit harder for Angreifen to rush through here. I think that is a very good investment there for Caesar. Second, or third technically Schwerwehrmacht Schlepper, but the second one that's going to try and set up that Schwer Panzer quarters, which will also give overall Caesar more time to bring out armor. Then again, the severe fuel arrest from Angreifen has meant that Caesar is going to be falling quite far behind Angreifen, which would allow Angreifen to push out tanks before his opponent. This time it's going to be a bit harder to rush it, since now there's more solid front line, though. He needs to get like Kedneff over here instead of hanging all the way up in the northern corner. Vickers moving out, like Kedneff moving down. Force flanking in. Almost got the sniper there. Almost. Not quite. Now might be the time to set the Schwer Panzer quarters while Caesar's occupied with the Volksgunners moving up behind him. I know, now Angreifen's also preoccupied with the Volksgunners and then slowly retreats them. Sturmpan is equipped with a Panzer Drake. He's clearly not too worried about mines out from Caesar there. Jaeger's reinforcing, and there you go. Schwer Panzer quarters number 2 there ready. Like Kedneff push back the AC with a fat rocket to the head, or front. Troops are reinforcing, healing going on there as well as the section moves out his first aid kits. Troops healing, reinforcing. Template miles, so that's going to be halted here by the section. Section flanking in with its Bren guns. But there you go, Schwerpanzer Quarters is now down for Angreifen, and he will be able to get out of tank faster here than Caesar. He will likely push for the Panzer IV. He could go for an Austria, but that would be rather a waste of everything than he's just put towards there. Bunching up the Jaegers for a mini blob there. Snipers moving about, grabbing the northern victory point again. Victory points rise. So Caesar's actually got the lead over Angreifen. So if Angreifen got the few leads, Caesar's got the victory point lead. Not a huge one, but still a noticeable one. We'll have to see if we can actually use that later down the road here versus Angreifen. As Angreifen swiftly moves onwards towards being able to push out a Panzer. No take-up yet here though for Caesar for the 7th Armoured Division. Jaeger's on the hunt constantly for that sniper. He really wants that sniper dead. Understandably. There we go. Armoured car pursuit continues. Aggressively. Folks are sitting out there and light infantry gun moving about. Sturmpine, or hanging back really, it's not moving at all. Got the Sturmpioneers there with their Panzerschreck, their Raketen-Panzerbüchse. Fun fact, this is the later model of them. The early model wasn't around for very long, but basically didn't have a shield in front of the guy wielding it, so they actually had to wear a gas mask instead, since otherwise the toxic fumes would kill them. Or at least leave them very, very badly off. So they basically had a little shield in the pan and that did the trick. It's a little fun fact there. Double section with Bren guns catching Sturmpioneers out and them. That's pretty bad news there for Angreifen Sturmpioneers. You can very, very soon go for the Jaegers. And the Bren guns will certainly be a very big boost there for Caesar's troops. There we go, another section victory here as the Jaegers are pushed off. And we got a Morton placement up, so now Caesar's adding a salute to the mix as well here. But Angreifen can now go for the Panzer IV, and he does go for it. He could also aim for the Panther, but certainly, further solidify in some ways his hope, but at the same time wouldn't necessarily have the same impact as all the infantry might desire. Pushing into the south, though, which does leave the north to an extent exposed, but of course he's got the Koch point and the fuel point covered by the Schwerpanzer quarters, so he's probably not too worried about that. Sniper once more escapes as Angreifen intensifies efforts to murder the bastard. And he's destroying the shed here to avoid any Jaegers infiltrating. Caesar, though, hasn't made an amazing use of his doctrine, though. I mean, so far it's just basically been flamethrowers, not even commandos. Angreifen so far has made use of 3 abilities. I mean, it's still better than what Caesar's got going for him. Caesar bar is still not taking up. And Angreifen there's got the Panzer IV out, so Caesar might still regret only having a single anti-tank gun, depending on how well Angreifen makes use of his Panzer IV. I mean, obviously, if he makes rubbish use of it, it's not going to matter if he's only got one, because it's going to be easy to do it. But if he does make use of the Panzer IV, single anti-tank gun will struggle quite severely. Panzer IV in the south here, but there you go, Section Horde there with Bren guns, ready to save the day for the armoured car. Thank you, Section Horde, for saving my day and my bacon. Mounts being laid down there, Panzer IV rolling ahead. 6-pounder gun shoots, penetrates, opening up there in the house, takes out a fat chunk. Sniper fire though jams the turret ring, and another hit there forces back the Panzer IV with a second Sturmpioneer squad assault here from Angreifen. And the south forces running into the Horde once again and is forced to retreat. So 2 Sturmpioneer squads will certainly be able to allow him to repair his tanks fast. Plus giving more firepower on the move. Takeout finally happening there for Caesar. He can then sort of soonish push for a crumble. Of course, he might consider Firefly to pick up the slack a bit more versus the armour. Fixing up the Panzer IV. Sturmpioneer Squad number 2 arriving. There we go, Mortify almost wiping out the Jaegers. The AC certainly trying to aid in that process as well. Getting Friedrich though in the back with its main gun. Bit of light infantry gun fire here. Panzer moving northwards. Section scurrying away at the sound of the Panzer Force roaring engines. Obviously, lacking an anti-tank weapon, they decided they didn't want to play heroes against that.
Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
Heading the south again. Bend section about. Mines down there to try and make it harder for the Panzer Force to push through there. Very good. He's got a minesweeper teamed up now, and that Sturmpioneer should be able to deal with it, except if they don't move towards it. Instead, it seems like Angreifen is planning something else here. His attempt to deal with Caesar. Bit of shooting there. One Sturmpioneer squad rushed out, one moving up with minesweepers. Can see the mine there if he's paying attention, of course, is the other question. Moving in there, despite I think a recent shot being undercover the machine gun, they can suppress while sweep mines while suppressed, not the other way around. Would be a bit crazy if they could suppress stuff while sweeping mines. Good lords, they're sweeping mines! Look at that majestic work! Get down, men! Get down! It breaks our morale to see such excellent German work! Enemies up north, the Jaegers being engaged by the south as the armoured car. Cromwell following out there for Caesar and the 7th Armoured. Finally, he's getting some tanks out in the field as well to deal with his hands. And Angreifen is setting up for a King Tiger. He's going for the mechanised regiment. He could do that, but I'd recommend him aiming for another Panther before there is at least 2 tanks before trying to aim for the King Tiger. I mean, just the one Panther Gambit always feels pretty risky. Doesn't leave sufficient, I think, pressure or tempo on the field while he then tries to push ahead for the bigger stuff. So this feels like a very weak choice there by Angreifen. Feels like a very weak choice here if he's just aimed for single Panzer IV. Should definitely wait for another tank, then push for the King Tiger. He particularly just went for 2nd Sturmpioneer squad anyways. It's not like he's going to be desperate need of repairs anyways. Like 2 Sturmpioneer squads, in particular one with the support kit, will be able to do the job more than well. So this just feels like a wrong call here by Angreifen. I mean, I could be wrong though, we'll see, but definitely it's not what I suggest. 6-pounder gun there, trying to range on the 6-pounder, light infantry gun, trying to range on the 6-pounder gun, not the other way around. That will certainly indicate some issues. Sturmpioneers on the Panzerjagd there, but instead being pushed back. Mines being laid down, aggressively mining up there, but it's being caught out in the open. His Sturmpioneers all low on health, there you go. Rushed off the field. Angreifen has maintained decent map control. The victory point wise, he is still behind Caesar and the 7th Armoured. Section moving in there, veteran 3 full to popping off grenade assault, trying to catch them. A nice idea in this case though, the section already moved by the time the grenades landed. Cromwells, but there you go, Panzer IV ambushes, hits in the rear. Nice shot. And sets up for a Panzer IV from the foot grenadiers. Armoured car moving in, Panzer IV rolling in. Cromwell down to half health. This is a bad spot here for Caesar. He needs to get his 6-pounder gun, but there you go, we got the AC trying to flank behind the Panzer IV. Panzer IV gets the main gun of the Cromwell. Filters there wiped out, a bit of loss there for Caesar, Angreifen and the German army, and there you go. Gets the Cromwell leaning behind only the AC. Fulton's retreating. 6-pounder gun moving in. Panzer IV struggling here to gain a hit. Oh dear, Vetsi 2 on the AC. Panzer IV less than half health. Penetrating hit again, 6-pounder gun moving in. He needs to blitz. Blitzkrieg. 6-pounder gun shoots, misses. Armoured car misses. Sturmpioneers moving up. Turret rotation still jams. He can't get off a hit. There you go. Something hit. And he gets the bloody Panzer IV. He gets it with an AC, like the AC did most of the damage alongside the sniper to the Panzer IV. That turret rotation jam, by the way, did a huge thing as just to prevent the Panzer IV from shooting a lot of shots at it. A huge loss there for Angreifen. Huge loss. And he still hasn't done anything with the Schwer Wehrmachtschlepper. Commanders finally arriving here, ambushing the Jaegers out in the open. Sten guns sweeping up through the windows. Grenade assault flying back through them, but not quite having the impact they probably wanted. Another Jaeger squad appearing into the now heavily dilapidated house. 3 Jaeger squads. Now up for... Oh, he's going to hit into the booby trap point. Good lord, is that freshly brewed tea? Yes, sir. Oh, wait, never mind. Too many Huns about. Don't you dare steal this freshly brewed tea, you bastards. And straight into a mine. Losing half the Jaeger squad. So he's still forgotten about this. Seems like Angreifen's plan is slightly falling a bit apart here due to that Panther army. He's still got an AC and a Cromwell force, so it's not all bad. The problem, of course, is he's trying to play for a King Tiger. So losing the Panther 4 is not a particularly good situation. Particularly not if he then forgets about his Schwer Wehrmacht Schlepper and the Mechanized Regiment and thus the entire King Tiger plan. You know, Helmut, I think like we're forgetting something. Yeah, I think we're doing just do something with this truck. Opening up for some kind of strategy. Yeah, but I can't quite remember what. Straight into the Vickers section, 6-pounder gun. Sturmpony assaulted brutally. Got a wipe somewhere though. Up here looks like the booby trap went off. Killing the sappers. Which were by their low on health. But of course, few people rarely expect the booby traps because so few players ever use them. So great to see actually someone making use of the booby traps. It's actually quite handy for the 50 munitions. And unlike mines, they do have a chance of actually killing more than just say 2 chaps. It is a bit tricky, but they can get over wipe. So, I mean, Angreifen seems to sort of stall a bit strategically here. Like, the lights are on, but strategically nothing is happening. He's playing the game, but he's not playing it. And he's just losing his Schwerpunted quarter. He can't easily take in. The Vickers covered. Needs to fight with the line infantry gun here. Trying to repair. Still nothing happening there. I think he's trying to use the Kenner to spot for. In the south, Cromwell number 2 arriving here, putting in further range into Angreifen's plans, wiping out half the Jaeger squad. In a matter of moments, he's always lost another one already. Sturmpony squads are trying to repair it. Vickers repositioning. Six-pounder gun misses, good work. Still no takeout for Angreifen. Okay, never mind. Looks like the King Tiger plan has been scrapped. Angreifen calls upon the might of the Panzerkampfwagen 5. Scrapping the Panzer 6B. As that was technically the official designation of the King Tiger. It wasn't a Panzer 7, it's actually some facts I think it was just considered basically an upgrade of the Tiger, and thus it was just designated B. Fun fact for Tiger 2. Kenner opening up, therefore need to fall back. Panther halfway down there for Angreifen. Sturmpony squad moving in, he's got an idea with the machine gun is now. Oh, lost the squad on retreat to the mortars. Quite a loss there for Angreifen. Another infantry squad bit the dust in defence of the fatherland. Cromwell setting out here, fixed up here for Caesar. Striking forwards. Northern half being secured by the commander's squad. Sturmpony trying to get the anti-tank gun. Panther almost done, but the Sturmpony about to get wiped out at this rate. There we go. Panther out. But imagine if he just had, say, a second Panzer IV to support that first Panzer IV. Things might look pretty different here. Land matters out here. Caesar slowly swinging the game in his favour. Certainly got the larger force here compared to Angreifen 54 versus 71. Jaegers need to cover out. And then we've got the Vickers. 6-pounder gun wiped out. Grenade assault attempted. Jaeger squad with low health needs retreat. Oh dear. Pushed away the section. Needs to get rid of that 6-pounder gun. Oh, this is Panther's going to be having a rough time here. It's a small breakthrough here for Angreifen, but he's still in a prickly situation there. If he can get that Vickers recruit, that will certainly help him out a bit. Also, be careful of trying that Panther. There you go. Cromwell in for a flank here. Good work. I can't know if he needs to get in there, and it is. It is. Cromwell down to half health now. Panther above that. A lot of gymnastics here with armor and tanks. Oh dear. Stopped up run from the anti-tank and not good. Main gun out in the Panther. Scheiße. Get us out of here, Otto. And the Panther goes down. That was not the most graceful handling there. The lack of in support for the Panther proved to be absolutely crucial, ensuring he couldn't get rid of the anti-tank gun. That was a real poor call there by Angreifen. And now he's got no Panthers, opponent still got a Cromwell. And most of the map, and more infantry now. So this was pretty bad. He's salvaging the Panther for whatever resources he can. It helps they are apparently, camouflaged for doing so. I hear welding noises. Oh, well, it's probably owls or something. Owls? Yes, owls. The Belgian owl is known for sounding like, something welding. Really? I don't know. 100 points left, or 200 points left there for Angreifen. Landmass is firing away, still on Pioneers. Jaeger's charging ahead. Gonna go for that Vickers machine gun. There we go, getting some stuff here back versus Caesar. And commanders appearing. Light gun bomb through the window, does he pay attention? Oh, nice note by Woododed. And he didn't retreat! Didn't even pop out of door. Though he would have died if he tried to pop that one because he actually threw it at the door. Good move there by Caesar, by the way. So now, Angreifen's down to 1 on Pioneer Squad, which is quite costly at this point. And the emplacement is still about there. So what is going to do? Go for a Panther 4, another Panther. What will Angreifen do in service of Germany? Watch and find out. But things are certainly looking pretty grim here for the 21st Panzer Division. Victory points are taking down. He's focusing now a lot on the centre instead of the resource and the victory points. And outmaneuvering his opponent. He's relying more on raw force, which is obviously at this point, with a lot of bloody Bren guns about, not going to do him a lot of good. Now that's some severe suppressive firepower or something else there. He's trying to destroy the anti-tank gun with the Kedma for good work. Section out in the open being suppressed. You can go for the Panther 4. No, it's about to lose the Vickers though. It's going to get wiped. He got the 6-pounder gun, but in return he might lose the Kedma for alongside the Vickers.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of our points.
Truck's still doing nothing. It's just ended up as a big fat nothing there for Angreifen. Now he's going for the Panzer 4. He's got no other options. He needs something to deal with the infantry because he doesn't have a lot of options. He could have gone for Orbital Gun, but that's also too long gone. He just doesn't have the manpower, the resource to really maintain or build a large Orbital Dart force here versus Caesar. He's just suffering too many losses. He's bleeding out too fast. He has to rely on the Panzer 4 to have a chance here versus Caesar's just now building up some strong late game here with all the Bren guns. And the Jaegers obviously aren't quite turning out as well as he hoped for. The light infantry gun being pilfered away here by Tommies. Another land matches barrage here. And the Jaegers here could risk being wiped out. Oh dear. Except most of the rockets managed to absolutely bloody hit nothing. Except the Kedma, which wasn't even the intended target. Yeah, in fact, it wipes entirely. Another loss here for him. Another mine goes off here. Stalling the Cromwell, but even as the second one is on the way there. And there go light gun bomb, attempting here to destroy the Kedma, but doesn't do enough damage. So there you go, another Panzer Division here for Angreifen in the 21st Panzer Division. Arriving for das Fatherland. Panzerkampfwagen 4 aus von J, the last model of the Panzer IV before the war ended. Went from, I think, late 1944, I believe actually some were fighting in Normandy, so actually mid-1944 until the end of the war. That was basically the last model, was sort of the most simplified model of the Panzer IVs, though was lacking in several components. For example, they didn't have a generator for the turrets, it had to be hand cranked, so it was actually a lot slower than this, but it was basically the result of a lack of resources to actually make the generators for the turret. Little fun fact there. No, I can't remember there for Angreifen. Section hitting a mine. I mean, Angeifen's been doing good mining. It's just that move for the King Tiger proved to be not very good here for him. Not very good. Grenade assault here. Few hits, few kills. And Angreifen actually, or ceasing just an artillery advance with the land matches and the mortar plate. And he has some serious artillery there. Both Cromwells running ahead. Panzer stands no chance against that. Need to fall back. Both Cromwells spectacularly missing. Another hit there. Veterans 1 gain. Shot bounces. And veteran 2 on one of the Cromwells. Kenrith is still punch force moving. We got Singer Kenrith up. There you go. Almost got the Panther 4 down to a sliver of health. Oh, don't pursue! Don't pursue! The truck, by the way, is still standing about. They're just forgotten, abandoned. At this point, I'm pretty sure the driver's stuck to the wheel and the seat. Whoa! Long distance corpse fling. Bombarding the base, they're trying to get some wipes inside his base. Jaegers up north, fighting a uneven battle, and we got Ostwind out here, desperate to deal with all the infantry out here from Caesar. He calls in the Flak Panzer. Certainly makes sense here.
Enemy causing trouble. Trying to
Need to cover that Panzer 4 though. Angreifen force, extra Kenrith supporting here. Ostwind Norfolks. Panzer 4 closing in Victory 2. Cromwells though still being fixed up, but again with the Donald Kenrith support, there's a chance he could bait in there, I guess. Take them out, at least do some severe damage. Angreifen's on the offensive again, got the Ostwind moving in, and Cromwell slowly approaching infantry as well. Opening up there on it. He's really hoping to, I think, bait him into the Kenrith. There you go, Ostwind moving in. Section up like Kenriths, they're spawning them from the trench, pretty much ruining the entire surprise there for Angreifen. Ruining the entire surprise. And of course, they're going to be really difficult to deal with from inside the trench. So in an actual war, they would just driven over the trench with the tanks and most likely crush the infantry inside of it. And there you go, artillery fire on them. The Kenrith taking it out. Trench down though.
enemy action has destroyed our forward position.
There you go, Panther 4, Batterie 2, but alter half health. The Kenrith need to get there. Panther 4 needs to get in a better position. Blitzkrieg, that's not going to make it though. And there you go. Panzer 4 down. Cromwell's almost down as well, but there you go. The Kenrith are down. Both Cromwells escape here.
The enemy are attacking an emplacement.
Jaegers apparently milling about here up north. Booby trap up and gets on a single kill this time around the section, doing some otherwise damage here. Oh dear. But yeah, third Cromwell for Caesar. Third Cromwell. Troops seeming reinforcing. Caesar still. Oh, I'm still trying, but he's just forgetting about the rest of the map here. Again, what allowed to gain such a huge advantage is something Angreifen from this point on the match is completely ignored, as it's just no longer apparently relevant to him. Again, just to control the rest of the map, the few points, the victory points. And that's basically what allowing now Caesar just, focus his forces much better than just hitting here and there. Jaegers with Ostwind support striking northwards here. A last push. But they come for Angreifen, and oh dear. Well, repairs up there, crew repairs going up. They almost got the Vickers again. There we go, wiped and destroyed. Jaegers standing at the ready. Folks going to especially arriving. Ostwind trying to blitz away. Kenrith nearby, and down the Ostwind goes, leaving Angreifen now without any armour. And the only vehicle he's got is a truck he's forgotten about. So this is pretty much GG there for Angreifen, I think. He's down to 69 victory points. He's got no tanks, barely any infantry, but his opponent with a lot of armour and a lot more infantry, in particular more veteran infantry with more guns. Now go double Cromwell saying northwards. The Jaegers caught with the Panzer, one of his few remaining anti-tank sources, are getting absolutely bombarded here with the two Cromwells. Main gun, or engine out here, one of them, Panzer Fausted. 66 points left. Well, mortar fire, they're almost taking out the Jaegers. Cromwell should be able to finish off with the machine guns. Panzer strike drop. And wiped. And with this, Angreifen is broken alongside the 21st Panzer Division. A victory here for Caesar for the Commonwealth. for king and country. A brutal battle here. Angreifen stand out incredibly aggressively, destroying the map here, holding on pretty well, even if the Slav pushback there managed to push back against Caesar. But the problem was basically when he had the advantage with a lot of resources and the spare punch quarters, 1 Panzer IV, he sort of made, I think, the critical mistake of just trying to push for King Tiger, which he then of course completely forgot about, rather than trying to push for the more advantage then and then pushing for the King Tiger. Like a single more Panzer IV or Panther would have done wonders in then allowing him to sort of hold on for the King Tiger. But because he just went for it after the single Panzer IV, Caesar had a much better chance just overwhelming that single tank, taking out there, thus getting an advantage, forcing Angreifen to invest into other armour to push back, and then he mishandled the Panther, which was sort of a big misstep there, costing him overall the match there in sort of the longer term there. So some good play from both players, but while Angreifen had the beginning, Caesar though had the mid to late game, because he overall made the smarter decisions there. Didn't try to play anything too fancy, just going for Cromwells. They could have maybe gone for a Comet, but there's no real need for it, and ultimately that way wearing down his opponent and destroying him. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, want to subscribe to the fans, just shout it with everyone. If not, send in a replay around or practical feedback in the comment section. And of course, a big thanks to all those who support me on Patreon, without which this would not be possible. So thanks to all of you, and of course all of my wonderful viewers. This is Imperial Ding signing off, and see you all tomorrow for another signing episode. Cheers.